So, hi everyone, my name's Claire, not Crystal, and this channel is about empowering your inner divine feminine, divine masculine, and within a connection, because everyone's twin flame dynamics connections are all different sorts of everything, so that basically covers it. And everything I do is channeling, so however random it might seem that I'm talking about stuff in my own life, or which is usually what it is, or like, you know, if I've been doing something with a client that I keep anonymous that is relevant, it's always going to have something to do, even if it turns out like it's like a personal reading for someone that will tune in. Which with me even saying that, maybe it's going to be today, because I don't usually say it like that every time, but it's true. If it's not going to resonate with everyone every day, but it will resonate with someone, kind of thing. And also, I wasn't going to use these cards, but my hands have just went to them, and that's another part of what I do, is my hands just automatically go to pick up different decks, and I just go with it. Right, okay, so we are now in the 0 degrees Leo moon, so yay, we're out the Cancer moon. I was going to say darkness, so yeah, maybe people did have a bit of a dark time. Now, it is common in a Cancer moon, because Cancer moon is, you know, it's cuddly, it's cozy, it's hashtag all the feels, and it doesn't need to be bad feels, but it does bring up emotion. It's to do with trauma, it's the lower part of the chart, so it's usually hidden feelings that you stuff down, and they can sometimes pop back up. I just looked at 144, so I really do feel they're telling me that this is definitely about a divine masculine energy, and I say that because I've not done this for a while, but this is the divine masculine deck, this is the divine feminine. My card just fell on the floor, and it is codependency. So, okay, that'll come into it somewhere, because that just fell on the floor. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, so that might still be a thing, or it might be a passing, so we'll just put that. I don't know, we'll just put it there. But that happened for a reason, obviously. But yeah, so this is the feminine deck, this is divine masculine deck. They're all mixed up. I was trying to keep them separate. See how this is going to have something to do with it? I was trying to keep them separate, the decks, but that's like energies trying to keep two twins apart, separate. And I'm not even necessarily meaning the darker energies, I mean in the divines, like, no, you're not ready for each other yet. You'd be too codependent, that's what it is. You'd be too codependent. You wouldn't get what we need you to get done individually. Like, you wouldn't be in balance yet. So you can't rush into this person. So this is what I feel has been getting said in the past for some people that the story is going to resonate with, or it could still be presently. So, right, that's what I'm getting from this. But yeah, it's either going to be someone's like a private reading, or it'll resonate with like what I would say a wave of twins. So we'll just see. I'm meeting my cousin and her boyfriend today because we didn't end up going out last night. And like I say, I was like, you know what I mean? I'm dying. I don't usually use that term, but yeah, I'm dying to see her. So again, I really don't like that term, but I feel that is how somebody would say it. Because listen to what I just said. I'm dying to see her, and I'm meeting my cousin. But I feel like this is like, yeah, this is like somebody's dying to see you. Like, I'm dying to see her. So I feel like it's like a masculine, and I do feel this. I don't usually, you know, this can resonate for a feminine divine masculine or a male divine masculine, but I do feel it's like a man saying about a woman, I'm dying to see her, and it's, you know, because addictions are affecting your romantic life. It's like, it makes sense. Like, I really do feel it's like somebody that's been used to these hot, cold relationships, and it's like it just feels like the passion of a twin flame connection and the Kundalini energy. I need different decks that are going to back this up. It's like it's overtaking somebody. It's like, I'm dying to see her, I need to rush in, because this is about, well, the yin yang, you know, the white and the black horse. Again, horses, see what I mean? I said this in the video yesterday in the comments, like, horses keep coming up everywhere, and it is hilarious, because I know it really means a lot to somebody watching this video, like someone that I'm working with. But to me, the first thing I think of is horses mean freedom, but it's probably to do with cards like this. It's like, look, someone wants to rush in towards you, because they've spent this time balancing their own inner energy and they just want to rush in. This is about travel as well, so all of this means something, because that's, so again, like I said, either someone wants to rush in but they're trying to balance this because this is the kind of energies that they've been used to, or this is you, or they've already done that and they're coming towards you soon. So we'll just see. So let's just put that back in and see if it comes out again. Like, what else do you know about that? So I'm thinking like maybe I have sexual fantasies about you might come out or something, or I'll shuffle 2 decks, but it's that's what I'm feeling, and it makes sense because again it's Leo moon right now, so it's fuck it, let's go energy. It's, I just looked at that sign in my room. It's passionate, desire, fire, fun, playful. And so right now we've got the sun and the moon in Leo. It's a lot of follow your heart energy basically. So if that reading doesn't go this way, I'll be surprised, but let's see. And I feel that if this is your one too as well, I feel you may have had a bit of clearing went on the last couple of days there. Like you might have even had a bit of a cry is what I'm feeling. So let's see. Or if it's not you, it'd be your twin. But I kind of feel there might be a little mirror in this one. Yeah, I feel, so there we go. There's me saying I'm feeling crying energy before I get into this. And I feel lost without you. So either you feel lost without your twin or they feel lost without you. And again, if none of this resonates, it's not yours today. If you're like, this doesn't make sense for my situ, well, it's not yours. They want to end the silent treatment. That's funny, right? Because I didn't post it, but the other day I saw it was like, I was looking for a film and it was like, a film was, I didn't watch it because it didn't sound my cup of tea, but the film was called The Silent Twins. I was like, I think it was a horror or something, you really couldn't make it up. And then it had, on another channel, it was the reunion. So it was like a reunion between the silent twins, and it's just silent treatments in reverse. So I do feel some kind of silent treatment coming to an end, or somewhere where there's been a separation for a long time. It's just basically some kind of not talking to one another. 2 cards have come out. And someone doesn't want you to know that you make them nervous. And you inspire them in so many ways. The obstacles are behind you in this union. And this person's afraid of losing you. See, I mean, that can be like codependency stuff too, but I'm more getting it's like, it's just this sort of, it's like this awareness, but that is interesting. I meant to say awareness, and I said awareness, but it's like this awareness of how rare this love or this connection is dawning on this person. What it feels like is, at the full moon, right, which remember that was a super moon, that is when these feelings come up to the surface, and that's when it's like you can often feel like, fuck, I need to do something about this, you know. It's like really intense, and I always advise it's not wise to do that. I mean, if it happens, it happens, but it's wise if you can to sit with those feelings and then take action around the new moon, which is now for some people, because it's like you've had a couple of weeks to sit with the stuff that's came into your awareness. And I do feel for whoever I'm picking up on right now, it's this awareness that someone wants to rush in, they want to be a part of your life, they want to have fun with you, because Leo energy is about having fun. Like I would say, this is my favourite moon, and Leo season is my favourite season, so like today is like, it's a perfect energy for me to go and see my cousin. And this particular cousin, I always call her my mini me, because she's exactly 10 years younger than me, so there might be something about 10 years being significant, but yeah, she's exactly 10 years younger than me, so it means she's going through her Saturn return right now, so pray for my cousin. But yeah, I always call her mini me because we look like each other, but we've also got a very similar character. I'm very close with her older sisters. I'm very close with her older sisters as well, but me and the wee one, that's hilarious, which is 29, but it's we've got the same rising sign. We're both Scorpio rising, so we're both kind of like, we're quieter and we observe, and nothing gets past us kind of thing. Right. Because again, I know you might be like quieter, but again, like I always have to stress that when you see me online, and I wouldn't even say that when I do these videos, I think I get that vibe when I watch it. It almost feels like it isn't me sometimes when I'm watching these, and it does feel more my Scorpio kind of Pluto I don't know, just like more sort of mysterious energy, because you can only see my hands. But, you know, when I'm doing the live, you can see my face. It's that. What it says, I'm always in my Leo midheaven when I'm online doing this work. So you only see that part of me, and you might assume or presume wrongly, basically, that I'm like that all the time. And like I say all the time, if you're here all the time, you'll know that. But like, you know, that is not what I'm like all the time. Like, far from it. Like I said, that, like how I just described me, my cousin, and that's any of my Scorpio rising. I like to stay quiet and observe people, because you can learn a lot. Right, anyway. What else do you need to know? Rose-coloured glasses. So I feel, you know, there might have been rose-coloured glasses before. I feel this is about distractions, interference, or when people have got involved with karmic energies, like they've and I've because like I couldn't think of the words, but that's kind of meaning. It's like someone doesn't even. I feel your person, or if you're the person in this, you don't know what to say about it. But I feel this person doesn't know what to say. Like, this person's like, how on earth has this all happened? Like, I was looking at that person with rose-coloured glasses, and I've unwittingly sabotaged our connection. Like, meaning, like, I sabotaged a connection and picked something that wasn't worth it. And now I'm having a spiritual awakening. I'm seeing all of this. But like I always say, everything that happens is meant to happen to wake you up, or it wouldn't wake you up. I'm sending you love and energy. Can you feel it? And also, like I was saying, you wouldn't, I'm filled with regret. It's like you wouldn't, someone's putting the toxicity behind them. So they're saying, please don't give up on me. I've recognised unhealthy attachments, and I'm battling my inner demons. And this is what matters, you know, when somebody is recognised and they've got that awareness and they want to do something about it, that's when whenever I channeled about two people or not, the divine isn't letting people get together. That's when you will be allowed to get together, because it's destined and fated. But it's like, and then these are the ones from yesterday. Someone's going to take a risk to go towards their destiny. And if it's successful, it's because it's time, and it's because someone's working on themselves and they're not too much in their ego and they're ready to make amends. And I always kind of feel when there's a sorry, it's not all the time. I can think of scenarios where it's not like you don't need to say sorry back, but most of the time, if you think about your own life, most of the times there's someone saying sorry to you, there's usually something you need to say sorry back about. So people might disagree, but I think that's the case. There are, like I said, I can think of some scenarios in my life where no, like it absolutely is, and you're fucking sorry, and they'd be lucky if they even get a fucking acknowledgement, do you know what I mean? but, but, but that's also like kind of like the kind of thing where it's like, you know, when I always say, like, I hope anybody in my life that has wronged me is happy, but I also don't want anything to do with, I've also don't, with different scenarios I'm thinking of, I also don't want the same people back in my life. Okay, so fated, guided by spirit, soul contract, divine, meant to be, surrender, it will happen, soul path, soul agreements, taking a leap of faith, trust in the divine, intuitive against all odds. So take a look at me now. That's a Westlife song. Well, it's not Phil Collins, but it's a Westlife song as well. I'm just a na-na-na. There's nothing left here to remind me, just the memory of you. I don't know all the words to that properly, but is that not something about sorry? I feel like that's a song about sorry. But yeah, I'm no longer emotionally unavailable. I've been working on my unhealthy habits and behaviours, and I feel like I can be my true self. And I'm aware that this is a twin flame journey. And I'm sorry for anything that you perceive as a betrayal or was a betrayal. It'll be different for different people. And I just wish I could fix things between us. And there is something that I'm hiding from you. And it's the passion and desire that I have for you. Knowing that this is a destined connection. Wait a minute, just in case. There could be something else this person's hiding from you as well, but that's what came out. So this is what, you know, passion and desire, this is what I'm feeling about this twin flame journey, destined connection. But you wouldn't know it because I act like I don't care when deep down I really do, right? I think that's enough to get la picture. Are we getting the picture? There's a lot of passionate energy. Right, okay, so so like I said, that just fell on the floor when I was shuffling, so that's why I left it like that, but that's the masculine side. So this is basically for me to pull I've been pulling the Rumi card every day. I think I maybe forgot one of these, but I've been pulling the Rumi card every day because it's ushering in the unions, because it's a heightened time of unions usually, just because Leo season is happy. But if I'm honest, it's September, you know, the 9th month that keeps, because it keeps the 9th September. I'm burping now, so then hiccuping, that's when I'm transmuting energy. If you're new around here, it's September that keeps coming in strong for a lot of unions, but I know that unions are already happening, and especially with the Venus conjunct the Sun, the Kajimi yesterday, so lighten up that area of love, right? So, but like I said, right now, if you're watching this on Monday, so I'll do a separate video for Mediumship Monday, or if I don't get around to it, it's because I'm hanging out with my cousin, basically. So this might just be it. Oh, wait a minute, actually, right? Maybe I'm better just doing it on this video. That makes more sense. I was actually, if I don't end up, because I'm seeing my cousin like really quite soon, and then, so if I don't end up, yeah, if I am in with them at night, I was actually maybe going to do a live, because just to take advantage of the Leo moon energy, because I'll be on tomorrow as well, 6:30 UK time, for Mini Taster Tuesday, and that's when you can get a free card if you ask nicely. And but yeah, I was gonna maybe come on live tonight, so I'll just see how I'm feeling. But if not, what have we got for Mediumship Monday? Is it going to be twin flame journey again? That's what always comes out. Channeled astrology. Yep, there we go. Channeled healing without cards. Cards at the end if guided. So so wait a minute. So that's not. So that's not the channeled astrology one, but it's kind of similar in colour healing. Right, okay, so I don't know, see if that comes out again when I do it. Right, okay, so let's just, so the Leo moon is about until well, it's about all of Wednesday, so yeah, it's great. It's all on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So we're in the dark moon till Wednesday though. So like I said, the dark moon is typically a time of going inwards. It's a time of meditation. It's a time of shadow work as well. So it's interesting when a dark moon lands in a Leo moon, because Leo moon is happiness, extrovert, joy kind of energy. So it doesn't kind of go with the whole going inwards. Like I said, that's why I said the Cancer moon energy does, which we were in yesterday, which is why it's like some of you will have felt that like, you know, Sun conjunct Venus, it kind of lit up energy, like, you know, just focusing on your passions and your desires and creativity and play, and, you know, would have felt this romance energy. And some of you might not have really, to be honest, because it's like you know, because the Sun is in Leo with the Venus, but the Moon was in Cancer. So, you know, and I always tend to feel the Moon more. So that's just me, but I'm quite interested like that. That I very much go with the Moon. So now I'll probably feel, I don't know, more playful in that. And I'm glad it is, like, you know, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. That's fun. So, and then, yeah, by the time we get into Thursday morning there, UK time, we'll be in the Virgo moon. So like I was saying, Virgo moon to me is like tidying up after the party, after Leo moon. So if you want to do something brave and bold with your life, or creative, or just not even do anything with your work, you know, just go and play and have fun. You know, the next few days are a good time to do that. And then, like I said, set your intentions on the new moon in Leo. I was maybe going to be doing a new moon workshop, but that's not going to happen. Like I said, it's just my cousin being here and that, and different sorts of things on, and like that was fun the other night when we done that on the live for the Lionsgate. I'll arrange that for another one, the next Fire, new moon. Right, okay, so what have we got? Where's the divine feminine at in the physical? So it's not going to be all divine feminines, but this is how you'll know if it is yours. Oh God, so very slow energies. So, right, I feel in this instance, because that's in reverse, it's like, if you look at it, it's like, look, this person is like holding on to their pentacle, and she kind of looks like she's in contemplation, doesn't she? It kind of looks quite sad. Now, again, you could be a feminine and be a male as well, so just swap it wherever it resonates. But because it's in reverse, it's like, I feel she's like holding on to this offer. And it's like, you know, it's again, this card just always makes me laugh. But I feel it's because it's like, look, there's this awareness. So it could, wait a minute, that's interesting. I wondered where that was going to go there, because I just go what they tell me to say. But it's like, I thought it was going to be like, look, holding back this offer from the divine masculine, because it's like, until someone makes an effort. But it can also be like holding back their love from other suitors, because it's like, no, I'm waiting on this guy. That's what I'm getting from it. It's like, because this is like, look, this guy's taking ages, but it's like, there's another fucking horse again. And this is so speaking, honestly, this is crazy, so speaking to one of my clients, but I'm putting that out of the way, because it'll be speaking to more than just her. It's like, the horse isn't going fast enough, so he's got off the horse and he's determined to go and get what he wants. Now, I know this is the feminine side of the deck, but I'm just going with this. But it's like this, I'm almost seeing it, it's like, this is symbolic of this feminine holding on. This is like a feminine holding on for this person, basically. And like knowing that it's like, this is like I said the other day, it's like the twin flame journey, if you've been on it for a long time, is like the never ending story. It's just like, it really is just like the never ending story. It just gets to the point of ridiculous. But when you feel that way about someone, you feel that way about someone, and you'd only understand it if you were on this journey. Right, so, where's the masculine at? Because that was a bit of a weird message. It's kind of one of them ones, and I just sort of, again, like I said, I cannot stress that. It's like, I just get guided to say whatever. So sometimes I'm amazed, actually, because sometimes, like, I'll be guided to sort of read like different descriptions, like in my if I'm guided to pick up different, because I don't know where the book is, but I love the because again, that was a medium had told me that like over fucking 15 years ago or something like that. I was just to throw the guidebooks away for tarot cards, because I just read intuitively, and it's true. Here's the guidebook, actually, that's interesting. Let's see what it says then. But like, sometimes it's amazing. It's like, I'll just channel the energy and it's exactly the card. And like I said, the only way I could describe it is never like studied the tarot or anything. I just picked it up as I went along. So it's like the way that some people read it, like, oh, that's wrong. It's like, who gives a fuck? Go and watch somebody else then. Do you know what I mean? This is the way that I do it. And that's why I'm like that with other people. Like, don't let other people tell you, oh, this is how you do this is how you do that. You do it your way. As long as you're not hurting anyone, you're helping people. You know what I mean? It's and remember, that energy is very much about, because with Mercury in Virgo, that is about, this is the right way kind of thing. And so, and yes, there is things like that that will apply to, but you know, it's catch yourself with it too, because it can almost be too tempting to do that. And like I said, then it spills over into annoying. Right, okay, so right, we don't, wait a minute, because we've just passed, where the fuck? And also, that's a progression, is what I've just realised, you know what I mean? It's like Page of Pentacles going to a Knight of Pentacles as a progression. But I wasn't even really reading it like the feminine. So it's like, yeah, manifesting new opportunities, beginnings, good news, ambition, skills, training, financial opportunities, new career paths, new connections. But it's like, what I was feeling is like what it says for the shadow one: lack of progress, learning from past mistakes, procrastinating, not bringing plans down earth. It's like, I feel the lack of progress is the strongest thing I'm feeling here. Is like this feminine's like, this is taking fucking ages. Where is this guy? Or where, you know, it's kind of like, and it's like, he's healing himself. He's working on self-love. This is, I don't know why I'm doing that. See how the energies are really mixed, because that's the feminine deck usually, and I'm channeling it like, oh, right, so, and diligence, hard work, determination, steadfast, building material, security, safety, being pragmatic, expansion. So again, that is what the masculine to this counterpart is doing. Right, okay, there we go. That's interesting, because I really didn't know where that was, but, right, so where's the masculine at then? Let's see if we get any of the same cards. So this is all the thoughts that are going on in this feminine and the physical, is there's just a real lack of progress going on here. I mean, you might have lack of progress in other areas of your life, but that is what I felt. It's about a connection taking a very long time. Yep, and it's like, oh my god, that card keeps coming out in reverse for masculines. It's like, look, no matter what I do, I can't get over this person. I'm channeling the masculine. Like, they're just constantly on my mind. They're like a past love that I've just never gotten over. I'm reading it from the book. I don't know how interesting that I've been guided to do that, but I'm going with it. Being stuck in the past, lamenting decisions and actions. I need to forgive others. A reminder to forgive yourself. Letting people in, and I need to deal with regret. So again, that's fitting. So see how they're getting me to teach you here as well. Teaching moment. That's why you should always trust your intuition, because it's like, I just feel these words really need to be heard today, these ones in the book. It's about someone feels like they're stuck in the past. They can't get over you. I feel they've tried to and they can't. And they're needing to forgive others around them that have maybe caused delays, but it could even just be forgiving themselves for delaying it and being scared, really, and not letting people in. And yeah, they're dealing with all these feelings of regret. And then the basically this, oh wait a minute, because we're here, the Six of Wands in reverse is just basically it's victory, but or in this book it says badass success, but it's in reverse. So it's like this person sees that they're not seeing eye to eye with you. They're being really pessimistic. They're resenting. They're self-doubting. There's, you know, they want to be acknowledged by you, and they feel like a failure, and they've got comparatinitis, it says in here, and fallen from grace. So it's, yeah, very interesting. You know, you can see, well, I can clearly see that this is why there's a delay. It's like this person's filled with regret, as we saw with other cards, but this person's still holding on. So basically, both, see, people might not see it as mirroring, but basically, like, this is mirroring, because it's like, this is like a lack of progress, and this has been stuck in the past. So it's like two twins that are feeling each other accurately. Right, okay, so what is going on with this masculine twin? Yeah, and did you notice that was the card that was on the top? I don't know if you saw that, but that was the card that was on top. They've been wearing a mask. Hiding, put on a front, trying to impress you, insecurities, insincere, self-protection, manipulation. So, yeah, it's like this person's stuck in the past, but they telepathically look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Interesting. So, they're stuck in the past. They can't get over you, or you can't get over some if this is you. And there's the regret, right? So the mask, the telepathy, you've got a strong telepathy with this person, multi-dimensional connection, feeling each other's emotions, mind reading, connective through space and time, pure communication, and the regret that's already come through. They're stuck in regret. That card said that. And see, I wouldn't have necessarily said it for the Six of Cups, so that's why I needed to read it from the book. Feeling bad, feeling foolish, wanting to turn back time, wanting to make amends, and they want to reunite, whoever this is. Because this is about past love, if you don't know that. Twin flame union, coming back together, oneness, reconciliation, meeting the one, spending time together, divine marriage. Love letter, written communication of feelings, expressing heartfelt truth, reaching out, missing it. Yeah, so it really does feel like for someone it is like, again, well, I was about to say it's timeless, so it's not necessarily real time, but I do feel for some people this will be real time. kind of, you know, round and thereabout. Just because it is that kind of energy of like, do something about it. Highs and lows, addictive relationship, pleasure, pain, hot and cold, emotional, unavailable, non-committal. But I think that was just them clarifying what I said at the start, that this person's been trying to deal with these feelings of codependency, insecurity, holding on, like with these gossipy people around them that made them feel insecure, constantly needing to seek reassurance. Like, it's like I think this person, I'm feeling that they recognised that they wanted to sort that out by themselves before doing this with you. So it's like, need to make a decision, unsure, dilemma, third party, love, fees, fear, burying the head and that, and that's where this person's been stuck. But yeah, that's really what it's about. Someone's going to come towards you wanting to make amends for a reunion. And remember, a reunion isn't the proper union yet. It's just somebody wanting to make a start at making it up to you. So it's entirely up to you whether you decide to do that. But when it's true twin flames, I can't think of any divine feminines that aren't welcome. And if you hear divine feminines that are saying they don't want anything to do with their divine masculine because of X, Y, and Z, probably because they aren't really true twin flames anyway. But there might be some that are real twin flames, and it's a bit more time is needed to forgive someone. I don't know, because I don't know who it is I'm channeling about right now, but it must be someone out there that someone's seen. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. They pulled that to me when I said that. What kind of interference has been going on? Because this has got the evil eye card, and I mean, it's not the whole deck. I don't know where the other half is. See, I don't know where the other half is. It's like someone feels like they're missing the other half of their soul. Like they've basically woken up to what this they've woke up to what this connection is, like the real depth of it. Because sometimes people don't get what that means. Like, how the fuck could they not know? But it's like, yeah, like they will have felt this attraction, but it's like they've woken up on a deeper level, a soul level, to like really getting it the same as you, basically, or need enough. And then that was a notification. So again, this could be like messages of love coming in, because that's like what the card says. But yeah, I really do feel, right, like I said, the witch card and the evil eyes in here. So if they come out, you know, there isn't the whole deck, but what interference has been going on here in this connection? So that's the first card. When I picked these up, that was the first one they guided me to. Look, this is, again, this somebody has like, oh my God, they hold the key to my heart, and they've held it all along. This is like, I feel this man is like just really having this really strong, and the Pulamais and the Ankh too, remember that's the key of life, it's like the masculine and feminine. It's like, I feel this man is having real strong epiphanies about what this connection is. And there we go. But look, did you notice that other card said gossip too? But jealousy and gossip from others around them has kept pulling them away from that awareness. Do you know what? This is crazy. This is really, really like that film that I channeled in yesterday's video, The Wedding Planner, when I said that the best friend in the film's like, look, that's not real what you're feeling. What's real is what's stable and who you've been with for years that you met at college. Like, don't be ridiculous. And then it's just the fact that so many people are so easily led that they'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. And then they'll, you know, change the whole course of their life and stay with somebody they're unhappy with just because one of their pals says it, or their mum or their dad or their family member. You know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? But loads of people do it for 3 minutes. Whereas then people miss out on abundance and luck. Like, because of witches, black magic curse, generational curses. That would be like family stuff, you know what I mean? It's like a generational curse. If there hasn't been these amazing stories of getting together with your true love, or like being apart from them and reuniting with them, it's like it is a generational curse, that it's like, who do you think you are to have that kind of happiness or that kind of success? You know, that's the unconscious energy that is whirling about in people, like anyone, friends, family, anyone. Very deep stuff, this. But yeah, isn't that interesting that I knew that one of those cards was going to come out there? But again, I really do feel that witch energy as well is, it could be like, because remember, oh no, it is, by the way, because they're pulling me the witch's tarot over there too. Now remember, and it's funny because I would see, if I saw that book in the shop, I would never buy it, right, and or even online. But it's because the cards are beautiful. But witch can be, well, you know, if you're doing black magic and dark magic, it's like witch is not good in that sense, you know. And then, but white witch, you know, some people consider them, or whatever it is you want to call you, right? It's just fucking words. But when I'm talking about in sense of this, when I use these cards, that is like black magic, and that's everything that I'm against, everything that I spend every day undoing from people, collectively or in individual sessions. It's I'm here to undo the fuckery is what I call it. So, but it's like in this term in a modern sense, there's been a female energy, so this could be absolutely anyone in your life or your twin flames life that has been trying to hold them back. And remember, that is what a chat, this now makes sense. It was like, this is like, this person's holding on for this person who is also holding on to them, and they're stuck in the past. But that was interference, as there's a female trying to hold this person back from their hidden gem, who in this case I feel is the abundance of the divine feminine. Because remember, feminine is abundance. Divine feminine energy, the Empress, represents abundance, and it's why a lot of masculines, their divine masculine, I might add, come into abundance when they come into contact with their divine feminine. And not when they're around energies like this, jealousy, gossip. Like, they'll be drained. They'll be drained of their energy, their resources, everything. Wisdom keeper, because they're a wise wisdom keeper as well. This feels new earth energy. It's like they've got this healing energy as well as the feminine. And ending the beginnings. And that's what I feel these masculines are beginning to see through, if they hadn't already, or it's like whatever else is going to make sense. Endings, beginnings are happening. The wheel is turning. Right, your luck's changing. Oh my god, that's annoying. But see, it's annoying, but we deal with it. Right, what else do we need to know about this? And I'm going to pull the so do you know what? I don't usually do this, but I want to shuffle them again, and I want to do the masculine first. This person's feeling stuck, and they feel like they're not going to be victorious because they're pessimistic and in a lot of regret, or this is where someone's been. What could shift with this Leo moon energy, and particularly the new moon in Leo, which remember is a new moon is starting a new cycle, a new beginning, and that card said ends and beginnings. Like, what action, if anything, is this person going to take? Are they still going to stay stuck? Are they going to take action? 27, follow your North Node. Don't even need the card. That's basically a sign to say someone's going to follow where they're guided. They're going to follow their heart. Interesting. Oh god. Right. Oh wow. Yeah. So out of a third party. So it is what it is, guys. This is definitely one of these ones where it's not an ideal world, but someone is coming out of a third party situation. The way I'm saying it does kind of feel like that, eh? That it's like someone's coming out of a romantic relationship with someone else and going towards a twin. But I feel there's good reason for it. I feel it's like some kind of betrayal or seeing through somebody's intention, something like that. But yeah, there is no celebration, reunion energy with whoever it was they've had something in the past. But it could also be, if it's not romantic, it's leaving behind the interference, whoever the interference is in the life, to offer something real with a twin. So that is, so this person, so it makes sense actually why I was saying that, you know, that it's like, this person can't get over you, or you can't get over the person if you're the person I'm channeling about. And it's like this energy is like, I'm holding on for them. Yeah, basically. And let's see where the feminine's at. And you're right to, if this resonates with you, right? So, because that's not everyone, you know, some people will be guided to, because it's like, you know, you got to get real about things as well. It's like, you know, it's, if there's certain things that you want in your life and this person is just never showing up, then, you know, you deserve your own happiness. So, yeah, whether it's things like sex, kids, you know, you want to, I don't know, play happy families. I mean, it's, you know, some people do move on. But in this particular connection, it's a strong twin flame connection that it's like this person's not budging. So it must just be the telepathy, like you've sensed, if you're the feminine, you know You don't know exactly what it is, but you know there's something, and you can feel they're trying to get to you. Even if it's like their ego self is like, if you're aware of that, like that they're not making it look like that, or they're even not saying that to other people, it's like, you know, on a soul level that they're, I'm hearing that, like, that they're breaking on through the other side. It's you know, I don't often go too much deep into this, but it does feel that kind of energy of, it's like you've always sensed in some kind of way, this is something bigger, and it's like they're only able to come and be with you when they awaken fully to what's going on in the planet, rather than you educating them about it all when they're with you. It's like this person has had to see it all for themselves. So they've had to see the third party interference of whoever around them, whether it be romantic, friends, family, because I feel it's a mixture of different things with different people. And then it's like, once they've went through their own rough, dark awakening, they're going to come and share the story. So let's just say, right, where's this feminine at? I mean, it's the feminines, I don't think it's, I think it's a case of just trusting. I don't think there's a lot of action need to be taken, but what action, if any? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my God. Well, this is about sadness, so, and regret. So again, it's like, I just feel, and it's interesting, it's a woman on the card too, it's like, I just feel there's just a whole load of sadness, and I feel this Divine Feminine is feeling the sadness of the breakdowns, the betrayals, well, basically this is not celebrating, it's like, whether it's the feeling the sadness of a masculine breaking up with someone, or feeling the sadness of a masculine having betrayals of any kind around their life, it's like there's just there's regret about something. Yeah, it's different for different people, sadness. And this is the Ten of Swords is betrayal. So again, it's like, this could be talking about you're feeling, if you're feminine, feeling the sadness and the betrayal that the masculine's going through. Or it could be you're sad and feeling betrayed by the masculine because of the lack of communication. And it kind of reminds me, what was it? Something that was coming the other day. I channeled it before a few weeks ago. It feels like ages ago, but I think it was that long ago, when it was like, when you leave room for too much assumptions, both people can assume really, really wrong. So there's something in that too. But I feel, yeah, this feminine's putting the painful endings behind them, or you're putting it behind you. You're just putting the basically betrayal and the sadness behind you. So that could be of anyone else in your life, or it could be your masculine. But I feel that's when your masculine's going to come in and show how passionate they are about you. And that is definitely Sun and Moon and Leo. And I'm just laughing because now they're flashing up in my mind. That's very much the vibe of the shorts that I filmed a few days ago. It was Tuesday actually, so that's quite a while ago. It was Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner, you know. So if you've not seen Dirty Dancing, you won't get that, but it's very much kind of like someone, he knows what he wants and he's going to get it, despite whoever's standing in his way, and they're passionate. Because, so again, I know this is a feminine deck, but it's because, like, basically behind that passion, this person can't get to sleep at night. They're really, oh my God, like, that's never good. They can't get to sleep at night for worrying, and they're just wanting to put the fucking heartbreak behind them and the devil, and come towards you, because, yeah, they're completely burdened by whoever this devil energy or several devil energies are in their life. That have kept them blind to the truth, because that's the truth in reverse. And yeah, the people could have even been like doing spell work, as in like, to keep them stuck, because yeah, look, stuck, to ruin their finances, take away their happiness. That could even be like taking away houses and stability and stuff. Stopping that guy from coming towards you. Yeah, but this spell work, remember, it's just like lies, gossip and that. So if the word spell work kind of puts you off, it's like people that have been casting an illusion, and that's the truth. Deception. But this masculine's putting the deception behind him, her, whatever you resonate with. But this is also doesn't want to be sneaky towards the feminine, like wants to be open about what's been going on, and doesn't, and like, because they're aware they've been holding back the truth of the feelings for you or whatever it is that's kept them being in this distorted energy. Picked up again, holding back their feelings. They want to tell you about putting the devil energy behind them, and I keep pulling that up, I keep picking that up, don't I? And they want to come forward with their love. The guy's been in the garage, there's the horse again, and they're free. Right, oh god, I don't know if I've got the energy to read the Rumi card now, but we better do it, because that's what I was meant to come on here and do. Right, what's the Rumi card? Because that was a very big long story, but it's going to make sense to some. Oh my god. Well, shit. The courage of your love and a double Leo energy with Venus retrograde and Leo going back to the past. Because again, I didn't really say that too much while I was doing that, but see, this is what I mean. They're showing you what I said the other day. Look at what I kept saying. Past love, someone stuck in the past. Everything that I was channeling was the energy of Venus retrograde in Leo. But I don't think I actually said it until now. This is why it's so strong. Like, this person's so in regret and so feeling all these feelings of passion for their twin. Because Leo is passion and it's playful and it's fun, and twin flames are about that inner child energy together. Like, you know, you just heal one another. As I went past the lover and the beloved and soul sister. And retrograde, yeah, makes you think about the past. So makes you sort of go over, like, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? And obviously, if there's a lot of regret with both people, there's yeah. So that does, you know, I feel there's apologies due both ways. It feels like it feels actually really sad, like a lot of misunderstandings and right. And misunderstandings don't get cleared up when nothing gets done about it. But I feel this person's gonna. The courage of your love. Love is without reason. Rationality is like a cane. Judgment needs a cane because it's blind. When your love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. Love is the sunrise, while thought is only a flashing light. Now, sometimes these are so deep, I need to read them a few times myself, which I don't fucking do. I'm not going to lie, guys, unless I randomly pick one up for myself and whatever. But, which I don't really think to do with these, but right there, what hit me was when love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. It's like when that passion and desire comes over you for your twin, all the overthinking and the indecisiveness just fades away. And that sounds like I've just described when a divine feminine, divine masculine connect. All the worries and overthinking and the stress that the masculine feels melts away in the feminine's presence. And then the feminine also feels safe and protected in the masculine's presence. That's when it's divine feminine, divine masculine. True love. I do not bleat at you like a sheep, for to startle you from your slumber, I need to roar like a lion in Leo season. You must awake, my beloved. There's no title look, and I've just went on about this person is awake, or they're about to awake, however, because this can be past, present, or future, so this might not have happened to this person yet, but it's gonna. You must awake, my beloved. There's no time to waste, for the wolves are circling, hungry for sacred flesh. That's interference. So I shall roar mightily, and although at first you recoil in fear, that's when the masculine doesn't feel good enough and they run, soon enough you will see the wolves, and that's when the person sees through the interference. This is all makes sense. You become aware and grateful to have been thus awoken. Ah yes, you remember that you have a precious human life to protect. You fear no more, you thank me. You jump on my back as if you're a warrior astride a wild mountain. Now, the life you have to protect might actually be the feminine. So I feel as this person needs to protect themselves, but I feel they've got this strong need to protect the feminine, because that's what divine feminine, divine masculine are about. And the reason I got that is because they just spoke to me about the bodyguard. And that's what that whole film's about. A masculine protecting a feminine. Yeah, it's his job, but the fact that they also fall in love too. There's something that's going to mean something to someone. So, you roar then along with me, awakening the others. We cause the ground to rumble, disturbing those even with the deepest slumber. And that's about when true twin flames reunite. You'll wake up a whole load more people that are asleep. And that's why they try to stop the twins getting together. What's that? I've posted that meme a few times, but it's like, you know, it's time to wake the other lions. Like, basically meaning, like, you know, you're wasting your time trying to wake up the sheep. Sorry to be blunt, but that's not the meme. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, some of these people are just not going to get it. They're not going to wake up. And that's probably the people that gaslight you it made you feel like you were crazy about all the conspiracy theories, apparent conspiracy theories that are actually now all coming true? Is there any that are actually, I know people say this, but it's true, is there any that are actually not come true? I don't think so. I've just realised, I just caught a part of it. I've seen it a few times, it's actually really creepy, but it's really good. But it's called Side Effects, right? And there was a bit in that film, so again, I know I'm going a bit controversial, but I'm going to say, there's a bit in the film, it's all about experimental drugs and all that, like for depression and stuff. So basically, there's a bit in it though where all these, I don't know, health professionals are talking, and he says, remember the cover up. Wait a minute, I wrote on my phone because I thought, oh my god, because it was 10 years ago, exactly, it was 2013. So 2013 might be significant, but the guy said, what did Pfizer, I'm saying it differently so they don't have to pay to make this whole thing go away? 2 billion? And think about it, that was 10 years ago, and the guy's talking about what did that company have to do to cover up something that went wrong. They had to pay 2 billion. I don't know, I mean, I'm just going to leave that there, that's predictive programming, that's hint. I mean, that doesn't seem like, anyway. Does that sound like a reliable thing that you want to be trusting? I don't know, anyway, it just stuck out to me. It's interesting. I think I did notice it when I watched it before, but I really didn't miss it today, and I didn't watch the rest because it's just creepy as fuck. But it's a good film. And also there might be something in that, because basically that whole film is about basically this fucking crazy girl. Well, first of all, she's crazy because it's Channing Tatum, but it's like, yeah, I won't spoil the whole film, but let's just say, like, she sets him up and it doesn't end well. We'll just put it that way. But yeah, so there might be something significant here about that being some kind of interference as well. Right. But she does get found out in the end, actually. So there you go. She gets found out in the end what she done, that she set him up. But yeah, it's just watch the film. Right. The variety and opportunity for which is available in terrible abundance in our world. There's a Sufi story about a mother with her breast leaking milk. She loses her child, and once she finds him again, instantly lets him suckle for as long as he needs. A Sufi master nearby says to his students, do you think she would throw her baby in the fire? And students all say, no, of course not. And the master replies, Allah loves his children more than she, with enough tenderness to throw them into the fire. So it is with love, at first, as a young heart, you want only comfort for your beloved. You cannot bear the thought of pain within them, even for a moment. Your suffering is easier than bearing the suffering of your beloved. And again, I think there's something in that line too. This is all sticking out to me. It's like, I feel there's been a masculine that has chosen to self-sacrifice and suffer to save this person, well, thinking they're saving this person from sadness, but as we can see, this person is still in sadness. There's something that's going to mean something to someone. It's almost like that kind of feeling that I channel all the time about someone not wanting to drag somebody else into their mess. That's it. So it is nice in a way, but it depends, to what extent. If two people are still unhappy without each other, there's an issue there. You kind of need to assess it and be like this is going on to look like we're both miserable without one another. Yeah. Anyway, however that's going to make sense to. That young heart grows wise through experience. It becomes an elder, an ancient heart tempered by grace and rendered strong with compassion. That's what I feel is happening to this masculine energy. This is the great heart that can hold the suffering, the world within it, and yet still find space for peace, for sweetness, for tenderness, for rapture when the twins get together. This is the heart that shines with courageous love. It is willing to feel and bear all suffering without judgment, whilst gently holding it in the truth of what that suffering really is, the drying out of the mind addicted to suffering. And that's what that's about too. It's like that red deck, that obstacles, like whenever it says addictive, oh look, lock and key again, engagement, butterfly, so gossip. God, someone's putting gossip behind them and got big plans. Jealousy is there as well. Anyway, it's one of those cards that's like, It's putting addictive hot and cold relationships behind them, basically. And the mind that was addicted, it was because they were addicted to suffering. And I feel both people could resonate with this at different points in their life, but someone might be more recently coming out of that. This drying out is necessarily so that love can ignite itself and transform dead wood into living fire. And again, somebody did feel that they'd lost their passion, but they're getting it back, and it's the love of the feminine. The drying out is challenging and enduring process. The path of freeing the heart from the effects of the fearful mind is initiation into great power. It's the dark night of soul. So many lapses will happen before the heart grows strong enough to overpower old patterns and surrender without condition and equivocation. And that's why in the first round of the tarot it's taken a long time, because this person's undoing all the programming. When it is ready to surrender in such a way, the heart is free and allowed to simply be. Even the mind then, finally freed from the shackles and joyfully submitting to love, declares, let love be, in whatever way it shall be, I can bear it, I shall take refuge in it, I shall not turn away from it, I am that love. You're an ancient one with a heart older than the mountains. That's felt like when I said that about the whale. This feels like very old souls today. This feels like I'm channeling the energy of very old souls. You're being asked to free yourself from the too small loves of the youthful heart and come to understand and accept the wisdom of your mature heart. So someone is maturing, both people are maturing. Your mature heart is not cursed with hardness or detachment anymore, is what I want to add to that, but with compassion and tenacious devotion to the cause that is most real and matters most, the quest for life of the human soul. Again, someone's wakened up to their soul, their old soul. Your ancient heart loves the soul and will roar like the lion. It's just so funny, the lion in Leo season. And definitely because the sun and the moon and Venus are Leo. Roar like the lion of love at the wolves that would casually devour it. So trust in your courage of your heart. You are not cruel, you're not hard, you're not careless. You are passion personified. You are the lion of love. So allow yourself to be the lion, not the lamb. So again, this is someone's allowed themselves to be attacked. Yeah, that's what just came out of my mouth. Attacked by third-party interferences, whether it be romantic or anyone around them trying to interfere with where their heart is calling them to. And now they're standing true in their heart, because it says, stand true in your own heart. Cause trouble, make noise, be proud and be mighty. The rest, after all, that savage divinity, rest and restore. For day after day you shall claim that your holy lands and refuse to give them up to the less noble creatures. I feel like my phone is going to ring in a minute, so let's see if it does. If it doesn't, it'll probably ring right after. Though you and if it does, that's interesting, because it's don't stop believing, so it's going to mean something. So even if it doesn't ring, we just wanted me to say don't stop believing. Though you survey the manipulations and attempts to claim power of compassion, you do not underestimate them or relax your vigilance. Again, stay vigilant. Mercury in Virgo is about keep your wits about you, stay vigilant, don't miss a trick, don't be tricked. And Mercury going into retrograde is when tricks and illusions can amp up, but with it being in the sign of Virgo, you could be getting, like I said, channeled yesterday, you could be getting more discernment in a different way, like, so seeing the truth of a situation. You're not to give in to, or you could have been seeing a karmic energy as like perfect, and then it's like you actually start to see that they're extremely flawed, like everyone is, but I mean like flawed in the way of I'm feeling like someone is really actually not so sweet and innocent, and they're really quite nasty. So again, this could be lover, this could be a friend, this could be anyone in your life. You're not to give in less than you are worth, or to the shaming stories of others, of our culture. The world would that would cast your regal lion nature in the falsehood of beliefs that you have no choice or power, because that's what often happens to masculine energies regardless of gender. They feel stuck, like what I channeled earlier, and you're not stuck. You're not to give in to the idea that you're a victim and cannot free yourself from your suffering, or that free yourself from your suffering, or that you're less than any other. These are lies. Oh my God, that's what I literally just said. I didn't know this was going to say this. These are petty deceptions so unworthy of you. Do not believe them. Oh God, I don't stop believing. Roar at them until the weak glue holding them together melts under the fire of your holy breath, and they lie dismembered and powerless at your feet. But I can feel a lot of activation at the upper chakras, so just in case anyone's feeling that as well, I can feel that energy coming in. Then intend that those bits and pieces in decay are lovingly returned to the Earth Mother, through whom they can be used to fertilise you, Earth. Basically, let that shit go. This oracle comes with another message for you. You have a challenge before you, or that you are now moving through, but you have what is necessary to succeed and overcome it. No matter how long it has been endured, and remember it's been a long time, or how big you've built the challenge up to be in your mind, no matter how unsolvable the issue appears to be, there is and shall be a victory beyond it, and it is imminent. Wow, that's crazy, because the card was about this person doesn't feel that they're going to be victorious, which keeps coming through. This has come to you to let you know that you're empowered to succeed. You have what is required within to do it, and that is a time for your victory is drawing near. But the thing is, I don't know about the word nice, but there's something kind of nice about that, because a lot of masculine energies that this story is going to resonate with have been too much in ego, too cocky, too much in their pride, and too much like, I can fool around with third parties because this person's holding on to me. Like that is the way that just came out. That's the way it came out, and that is the truth. And so it makes sense that it's like there should be a bit of humbleness about them, where it's like even if it's like they've heard through others, or they've seen other divine feminines channeling messages like this, or their divine feminine channeling this, you know, there should be something that is a bit humble about them, that it's like yeah, each and every story is unique, and it should be this kind of sorry, I'm in regret, and this is what I want, and I know what I want. It's just a matter of, do you still want that with me? It's vulnerability, and everybody has to be vulnerable. The feminines had to be very vulnerable in the journey. Now it's the masculine's turn. But they weren't able to do it until they were strong enough. That's the feeling that I'm getting. That also looks like a full moon. I know it's kind of like a torch or something. I don't know what it's meant to be. But look, there's 2 wee people on that card. I feel this is about 2 wee people going in the 5th dimension. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of like what it feels like. It's like 2 wee people getting ready to go into the new earth. And again, just, you know, it's just a shift in energy. You're not leaving, well, actually, but look, I was about to say you're not leaving the people behind you don't want to, but in this case, that's not coincidence. Someone or both are leaving third party interferences behind, because the card is like, it's leaving this behind to go to the new earth. You could even see it as someone's leaving a third party to go to the new, to be in this vibration, to take this person out of sadness, because they're missing them. Fucking hell, that's quite deep. Wait a minute, right, so do not give up. And then remember I said don't stop believing. If the phone rings, that's so funny, but it's just they want to give that message. Instead, do the sacred honouring ritual as needed, and when you feel so inclined, open your mouth and roar love from the very depths of your being. Create a sound of truth for yourself, and that sound you will hear the mightiest one of all the roaring along with you saying, yes, love, I am with you. And together we claim divine victory. It's just amazing that the first card was victory in reverse. So we roar, how we roar. That's what these people are saying. And listen to the sacred honouring ritual. I call upon Rumi, Lion of Love, and my own wise higher self, who this person is now connected to their higher self. I now choose to assert the dignity of my soul and the power of my heart. I release all lesser bonds based on fear and deception. It fucking says that. I no longer need to hold on to these. I'm ready for truth and the unconditional love. I'm supported, protected, and guided on my path to victory, held in the guardianship by unending power of love. So be it. Wow, mind blown. If you feel the need to get down on all fours and roar a bit, do it with relish. Then you've finished your honouring ritual. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. What else? I feel like there's something else that wants to come out. What guidance does the feminine need at this time? Yeah, just trust what you feel. Clairsentience, trust your feelings. Your feelings are accurate, I feel. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance, and it's about peace is coming. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Like, be in peaceful surrender, or sweet surrender. Right, and what's guidance for the masculine? Teaching and learning. You've been getting taught and you're learning from the divine, basically, and from your feminine, from the light from your feminine, whether it's energetically or you've got some sort of access to seeing them in a different way. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, and teach these ideas to others. That's also about the shit that you're going through, the really difficult stuff that you're moving through right now, some of you, or some of it that you've come out of at some point. And I say this to my clients all the time, particularly divine masculine energies, but feminine too. everything you've went through, some of you, maybe not all of you, because some of you might go through the painful experience and you're focusing on some other part of your creativity. Like that, I've got clients that that's what they're doing. It's nothing to do with the pain that they went through, but there's other ones that's a bit of both, like the painful things that you went through with third party interference. You'll be able to help somebody when you come across them in your path, even if that is simply, it's not in a professional way, and it's even just simply you come across somebody that's stuck in a similar situation, like an abusive situation, and you're like, oh my god, like you like, even if you're like, oh, like you direct them to a person that's going to help them, you know what I mean, or an organisation, that you've taken something that happened to you and you've transmuted the energy, because it's like you know how to help someone in that situation. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're the person that takes that pain and burden on, but again, equally further down the line, like years from now, I feel many of you, but I mean, I know people that are doing it already, you know, you will. But yeah, and I feel they're getting me to say it because people are in different places. Like I think of some masculine energies, like feminines that I work with, female masculine energies that are moved through those bits, and some masculines that I can think of that are still very much in the thick of it, and they can't see that right now, that this would be happening, but it's like it is. I'm saying it now, crystal clear visions. Some people, some of the terrible, painful stuff that people are went through, you will be healing from that, and that will become part of your calling. And right now, they're your guide to clear your space. Get rid of clutter. The clutter is the third party interference. Might seem a bit harsh, but it is. It's like people hanging around your energy field that they don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to win. So that's not always a lover. That could be friends. That could be family. That could be anyone. Get rid of your clutter. Clear the energy around you and use feng shui. That could be moving energy. That could be literally moving. Like I feel somebody actually literally, because they're now showing me a client where that had to happen. Somebody might actually literally have to move house, like away, oh my god, from dangerous situations, because that is what that film's about. Like, fuck. Just, okay, I'm not telling you what happens in the film, but I kind of made it pretty clear. It doesn't end well. Do you know what I mean? Justice is served at the end because the person gets caught, but I mean, when people are fucking, you know, you can't bring people back for the dead. So, prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality, and that's for the masculine energy too, or feminines that resonate with it. Basically, your abundance lies within your union, which is what I always say, and it's about to get, I mean, it's not there yet, but it's not far off 108, and 108 is the number of times some people chant abundance mantras. I remember that from years ago when, God, I don't even know what platform it was, but it was like, fuck, I think it was Periscope. It was that fucking long ago, but it was this guy that used to chant abundance mantras, and he would count the mandala like 108 times, so that's how I always remember that. But yeah, the union, the light codes, the energy is going to come in, the abundant happy, but literal money is going to come in when a twin flame union is rekindled. Look at that. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled, and that is the positive benefits of a Venus retrograde, is past loves that are twin flames coming back together. But just take it slow. The take it slow thing still applies. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together, because the energy is just too strong. Be open to how that comes about. Be open to accept divine guidance in your relationships, and embrace what destiny has in store for you. These people have been tested. Both people have been tested to the max. Your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. I feel you've been tested. And the last test is for the masculine to go to the feminine. Whoever this is for. And it's 108. So now that, yeah. See how I was looking away in a daydream. And that means something too. Because maybe they just keep looking away in a daydream and they're sick of it and they want to do something about it. But it's like, because I just got drawn to make it happen. It's like it's a book over there with words written all over it. And actually it's important because it's a book that one of you guys, the Soul Family, gave me for me to write my book. And I haven't done it yet. But, you know, who knows, when I actually do write it, maybe that is what I'll use to make the notes to it, because that's what she gave me it for. I don't know why I'm shuffling these spirit animal cards, but won't it be hilarious if a lion or something comes out? Give me one for the feminine, one for the masculine. One for the feminine. and time to collaborate. That feels like, though, it's like time to, look, we don't need to shuffle. Time to collaborate with a masculine, and it's time for the masculine to take a leap of faith. They made me do that, because it's like, it's not just me saying it, right? It's like, this is the divine talking through me. It's time to embrace what destiny has in store for you. The feminine wants to collaborate with the masculine, but not in a desperate way. It's like, I want to work together with my divine masculine when they're in divine energy, once they've learned what they need to learn and they come correct. And this masculine, look, is divine, because there's a crown on the little grasshopper there, and they're ready to take a leap of faith. And that's what all this Leo energy is about. Now, it's not to say that that all masculines take a leap of faith, before Thursday, because it's Leo energy. But like I said, not all people tune in astrology. Some people just innately feel that energy within them. But if you're actually watching this and you know that that's good for you taking action with something, even if it's not love, it can be something to do with just like playing, like I said, having fun, or I don't know, art, because Leo's creativity as well. But that just makes sense what I said. It's about, and also it's the beginning and end. This reminds me of the beginning of a month, the end of a month, right? I feel, oh my God, that's really nuts too, because the full moon in Pisces is on the 31st, and it's 111. Someone's coming into alignment in the beginnings. The first was the full moon, super moon, and the next one in the blue moon in Aquarius is the sorry, that was the last one. I'm getting all confused. See what I mean? Anyway, the last one was in Aquarius. That was at the start of the month, and the one at the end in Pisces is the 31st. So it's like this masculine sandwiched in between these two supermoons. This masculine energy has been getting real profound insights, downloads, and basically I just feel this energy. Someone's had enough of it, and they need to be bold now and do something about it. And then look what just fell when I picked that up. They're going to take a risk towards their destiny. So, like I always say, it's not everyone's, but it's someone's, and get excited, whether you're the person being leapt, whether you're the person leaping or being leapt to. Someone's taking a leap of faith, leap of faith, leap of faith. Because they cannot push away what they feel. Again, this is an indication to me that someone was really in their feels over the Cancer Moon weekend there that we just had. But you could be watching this at any point and they're just in their feels if this is yours. Because this is very specific, it's not going to resonate with everyone. Different bits of it might though. Also the 16's the Tower, that's shocking events happening. Things happening fast out of the blue. This person's going to take a leap of faith out of the blue. You're not going to know. And yeah, but they want to offer something stable. 38 could be significant. And Libra is love and partnership. They want they want balance. They want happy. 19 is the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck. They've reached that inner balance, and now they want balance with you. They want to set down roots. They could even want us to start a family with you, even if that is just you and them being a family, but this is the house of family. But roots, they want to set down their roots with you. They want to be with you for the long term. So, because Saturn return, oh, how fucking weird is that? See what I mean? That's fucking weird. I just mentioned my cousin is in her Saturn return, which I might not even mention that her, by the way, because she's, well, I don't think she's going to know about that. She might, but it's, again, you see, I'm assuming she won't know about her Saturn return. I could be wrong. So again, you could have assumed wrong that this person doesn't know something and they do. So I don't know, it's something, or vice versa. But they want the long term with you. Because Saturn they're playing the long game. It's like they want the stability and they want the long term. I don't know why I'm shuffling these for so long. So I thought, yeah, they want fun. I'm going to end it there. They want fun and they want to communicate in a playful way. And they're escaping wherever they felt, quite frankly, trapped. And it could be, like I said, that's the full moon. The last full moon and the upcoming full moon, if this person doesn't get out of it before that full moon, that will really help them see through the illusion. Because it's the 12th house is the Pisces, and it is the Pisces full moon on the 31st. So, yeah, someone will be communicating soon and passionately, because the 5th house is sex, that they want to be your partner. Oh, look, there's, fuck, right, I'm done now. Oh my God, no, I'm not. look, 7th house, right? 31st is the full moon in Pisces, 12th house is Pisces. We're in Leo season. Leo season, Pisces, it's just, anyway, we'll be out of Leo season by the time it's that full moon, but we're in Leo season right now. Someone's passionate about you, passionate about being with you for the long term. 7th house is the house of marriage as well, but it's long term partnerships. Blessings are due to come upon both of you, and you're going to get the benefits. Jupiter wants to bless you, and things could happen around a solar eclipse. They're coming up. Because someone sees now. They see the truth. 21 could be significant. It's always significant. It always comes up. Something coming full circle. Yeah. I'm done. I've just picked up these. I need a pee, actually. I've needed a pee for like the past fucking 50 minutes. Light-hearted, carefree time. That's what this person wants you. They want fun. No wonder, because they've just come out of fucking that shit. The 12th house confusion, fuckery, delusion, and a change for the better. Yeah, this person actually just wants to have fun and wants to... it reminds me of, if you love something, set it free. I spoke about this with a client recently. She said something really similar, and I was like, I had that written on my wall for like years in my old house, which is now years ago. But I had something written on my wall that was... And actually, I wrote it in August. So I actually can remember the date, that I wrote that. Wait a minute. What is the date today? Hey, that's kind of weird. I'm sure I wrote on that. Well, I'm sure it was like something like the 16th of... I don't know why. It's like that. I'm sure it was like the 16th of August or something, like when I wrote that. That's weird. But anyway, it was like... And it stayed there for years until I moved, because it was like, it was a pink wall and you could write on it with chalk, but it was either the 16th or it was the 21st or something like that. So these dates might be significant, but it was something like, love is like a butterfly. The more you chase it, the more it eludes you. If you just surrender and, be where you're at, it'll come and land softly on your shoulder. And again, that obviously I was writing that about the twin flame journey. When I wrote that, that's absolutely what was in my mind. But to keep me, to remind me. But not that I wasn't fucking chasing him anyway. But again, and not because I said that and it sounded a bit... I didn't mean that in a horrible way. I meant I wasn't chasing him because it didn't feel like it was allowed. Trapped feeling. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. The butterfly's coming back. Whoever that means something to, the butterfly's coming back. And remember, they'll be patient, because these things can take months to... When I channel things, they can take months to happen, but I don't think these things are that far away. Because you have the Midas touch right now in every project. You begin turns to gold. Feminines and masculines. And especially the things that you do together. Just follow synchronicity and make a wish. Look how that happened. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronous events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. Make a wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. But I feel both these people have wished for one another, and I feel you're on the precipice of something coming about. And I'm sure the last one I just channeled had something that ended. Yeah, it did. It ended with something about a caterpillar and a butterfly. So yes, the caterpillar is just about ready to become to the butterfly. And I feel the butterfly, like I said, is the masculine. So enjoy that light-hearted, carefree time yourself, whether you're divine feminine, divine masculine. And when it's the right time, the divine time, the butterfly will come and land on your shoulder because you weren't chasing them. See how that works? When you're having fun, you attract other people that want to have fun with you. Your test is to say no to the fuckers that you don't want fun with and wait for the right one. Both of you. See you later. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye. And yes, I will see you tomorrow.